You already know who I am. I shouldn't have to introduce myself. This really should be my episode, but I mean, I guess I can talk about my sister.
Oh, Ari. Well, I don't know. Where do I start with her? She's special. I mean, I'm not just saying that because that's my only baby girl, but should have known from the start like she was going to be a special gem.
It's what happens, you make shit that's timeless.
All right, so yeah, I'm Ari Hicks. Everybody kind of just knows me as like an athlete around this area because it's a small town, and just like over the years, I've definitely grown respect for my name and stuff like that, and like my family. Just everybody's well known. Basketball, I started basketball probably taking it serious around like sixth grade, honestly, middle school, because I was really a flag football star when I was little. That's kind of the only sport I really liked playing because I didn't really try anything else. But my dad runs a flag football league, so I played in that since I was like 8, and of course I was really good at it and blah blah blah. And of course then my dream was being the first female athlete in the NFL and stuff like that. So it's funny how times have changed. Flag football was kind of like the only sport that I was raised around because my dad like owned this league and all my friends were in it. After the years, my dad kind of just got real with me once I got like older and started thinking about colleges and like what I wanted to do in the future. So he was like, you can't really get like a full ride scholarship for flag football, or at least at the time because stuff is changing. But so he was like, you need to start exploring different sports. So he pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I got in like soccer leagues, basketball, and like basketball. I really didn't like basketball at the beginning because I was just an athlete and I wasn't really a basketball player. Like over the years, I became a basketball player and just adapted to the game. Yeah, I really wasn't that good. I was just super fast and quick and was just all over the place. So I didn't really like it because I wasn't like, I like being the best at whatever sport or team, whatever I'm playing. Like I love to compete. So like if I'm not the best, I kind of just like get down on myself or whatever. But I just kept at it, and then he put me in like camps. I remember I went to a Nike camp in Fort Myers, and Florida Future was there. So like I was just playing, and obviously with time, I'm just an athlete, so I'm gonna grow to whatever sport I'm playing. But I just got better, and they could see the potential in me. So he talked to my dad, and Florida Future was actually the first like AAU team I ever played on. So it was kind of hard because I don't live in Fort Myers. I'm like 45 minutes away. So every night between the week and going to Fort Myers was pretty hard. So my dad kind of said like I kind of can't do that, but he just started thinking and he was like, why don't we start our own team down here? So he put together Wolfpack, and Wolfpack has grown tremendously since then. Like there's boys teams now. Our high school team plays for Wolfpack. Like it's definitely starting to make a name for itself, and it's pretty cool because it kind of all started with me and like my group of friends. So my dad was like, yeah, let's do it. At first I was like, no way, because I didn't really know much about AAU and how he could put stuff together, but he did it, and all my friends, like all the friends around this area, because we have pretty good athletes in Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte, but I got my friends together, and they wanted to play, so we started, and the first year was pretty rough, but definitely, like I said, we're all athletes, so we definitely picked it up over the years. I grew tremendously as a basketball player, and like my skill level and talent for basketball just kept like getting better and better. So then once I realized that like I was better, then I was like playing in leagues that weren't really pushing me out of my comfort zone and to get me better as a basketball player. My dad introduced me to like the circuit, the Nike circuit. So then I went and played and tried out for Essence with Coach Kim, and I had a lot of good experiences with them. And I definitely grew because when I would go play with Essence and then come back, like I could see the growth because I was competing with people who were even better than me. So it was good that I got on that level. So yeah, I played with Essence for a while under Coach Kim. She was like the head of all of it, and Coach Mason. I had a lot of good coaches over there. I think I was with them for like maybe 3 years, 4 years. but I definitely grew as a basketball player with them. Yeah, between Wolfpack and Essence, that's basically where it all started after with Future, and then just leagues in here. And just over the years, I kept just getting better and better at basketball. So this last year, I'm playing with Dupree out of Tampa Thunder with Coach Jarrett and Coach Aaliyah, and they've just been helping me tremendously. And I'm just glad I have the opportunity to play for good coaches. I think my favorite basketball shoes to hoop in would definitely be Kobe's, because I like low-top shoes so I can just move more, and they're super light. Obviously, everyone's a Kobe fan. I don't think you can be a basketball player and not be a Kobe fan. Like, Mamba mentality and everything like that. So, like, the meaning behind his shoes and just what they stand for, that kind of, like, dials into it, too. But definitely I love hooping in Kobe's. I have, like, 6 different pairs, like, all types of colors and stuff like that. But I'm not really, like, a sneakerhead, but I have shoes, but I don't. But I have basically basketball shoes. Like, whenever I get paid for work or anything like that, my parents always yell at me because my first thing is, I'm going to go buy some more basketball shoes. Like, nah, you don't need any more and stuff like that. But what hooper doesn't have, like, 20 pairs of basketball shoes in their room? Yeah, these 3 pairs of shoes I bought at the same time together. So my pockets definitely hurt after that. But these are, like, pink. They're Easters. These are also Easters. They're different types. But these are probably my favorite hooping shoes to wear because, like, they're super light and just, I don't know. Every hooper has their favorite pair. At one point, these were, I had a lot of good games in these shoes, and I wrote Psalm 46:5. That's my favorite Bible verse. God is within her. He won't let her fall. But yeah, these are probably like my favorite, but they're worn down. The laces are all messed up and everything. I got another pair of Kobe's, and then I have like 3 other pairs, but those are super dirty. But yeah, a lot of good games were played in these shoes right here. But I think it's time to retire them. I got the laces all falling apart and stuff like that. This is my bestie right here. This girl has me through everything. I can talk to her about whatever. This is my girl for real. Yeah.
I'm Ari's Mimi. From a little girl, Ari always played sports. When she was, 4? Her mom signed her up for dance. And she liked dance until they got to ballet. Was it ballet?
Yeah, or tap dance.
Yeah, tap or one of those. And her mother made the mistake of sending Ari to dance class with her dad. And when her dad went to take her into class, Ari told her dad, I don't like this. I don't want to go. That's all he needed to hear. And immediately they left that class. And next thing we knew, Ari was signed up for soccer. So she has always been athletic. Whatever she puts her mind to, she does. I encourage Ari to give it her best, to never give up. Once you start something, you have to see it out until the finish. She is an amazing athlete. She's just an amazing person. You know, she's an all-around nice person, and you can see that the way she interacts with other people. When the cameras aren't on and people aren't watching her, she is a nice person. And that's the most important thing to me, that she's a nice person, not just a great athlete.
I'm Coach Matt Stevenson. I've had the luxury of coaching Ari Hicks for the last 4 years, from making count sports up until now, until her getting into high school. You know, she's always been, a really, really good, good player. She plays hard. She's very coachable. Does everything that we need her to do. She's been a starter on the varsity team at Charlotte High School since her freshman year. A very impactful point guard for our basketball team. She's unselfish. Always just looking to pass first, get her teammates involved. Very smart. Makes my job a lot easier as a coach having her on the team. Like I said before, she's unselfish. Really likes to get her teammates involved. Coming in the last year, we've kind of upticked, or she's upticked her scoring on the court, where she's hitting shots from the outside, attacking very good off the ball screens and getting into the paint, dribbling, putting on shows with the basketball, doing what you got to do, to help us out, to make the team the best that we can be. Last year she made history, the team made history, making the first school appearance to the Final Four. She led the team in points, rebounds, and assists, and that was all in her junior year. looking forward to her to step it up next year, going into her senior year. I think she knows the expectations that are set for her as in leading the team, doing what she's got to do to help us be successful and continue, to make a run.
Why are you such a hater? Don't let him hate on you. Say 20. Say 20. Say 30. And 10 assists. And 10 assists. And 15 boards. Yes, sir. So like back here, that's where I stay at. You can come over here, I got some trophies and stuff. This is basically just like high school stuff. You know, the 3 MVPs. And then like all the letters and bars and stuff. I did track for a year too, so I got an extra bar for that. And then like the Bishop Grove game, got player of the year, the player of the game. That game I think I had 27 that game. And this was another little tournament. And then I got athlete of the week with Trey, my dog Trey. Shout out to Coach Ed. He hooked me up with these when they came out. That was pretty dope. I definitely think I'm one of the underrated players. Cause I'm not the flashy, I'm not gonna talk junk all the time. Like I'm not a big mouth, so like people don't really see me for what I am. And a lot of people like in this area, like my coaches and stuff, they know that and they know how good I am because I do what I have to do. Like cause I feel like I'm like a really good point guard that a lot of people don't have because I'm not selfish at all. And I definitely would pass first when I can go score 20. So like having somebody like me on your team is pretty valuable. Like my coaches would definitely stand on that. But I think I'm underrated a little bit because just like, I don't know, maybe I didn't get the same exposure that everybody else got or whatever it is. Or maybe I'm blossoming late because I really didn't start scoring a lot till last year. So people are starting to like look my way and then everything like that. So like I feel like I'm definitely starting to get more exposure as of like now, and I feel like it's because of the scoring and stuff like that. But I've always kind of been like the same player since 7th grade. Like I'm always just I can do a little bit of everything, but I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm kind of quiet on the court and I'm just gonna let my game talk for me. So I feel like I've really been around like the same group of girls since like 6th grade because of Wolfpack. Like they were all my friends in like flag football and like other sports leagues that I played in when I was little. So like we kind of grew up together each year playing basketball. So that's really cool. Like Tykeria, she's one of my closest friends. She's been playing flag football with me since we were like 8. And then when my dad wanted to make the league, I kind of like asked some of the friends that I knew that were athletic
So she was one of them. And she's literally like my sister. She's been with me since the beginning and still here. Deonis, she also played on Wolfpack when we were younger, and then she didn't live in the area. She played for Mariner for her freshman year because of like the location and everything like that, but we finally got her over to Charlotte. Some stuff had to happen, but we got her over to Charlotte, and she's back with us, so it's cool having her. We've always kind of been like that duo ever since we were little, because we've been a little bit more athletic than like everybody we play, or more talented. But yeah, it's cool having her back, and then we'll have her back next year, so you're going to see a lot of like that duo next year. And then Bella, some of the older seniors that are leaving, Bella, Dylan, they never really played on Wolfpack with us when we were younger because we were different age levels, but it was fun playing with them for the 3 years that I got with them. Bella, we were also that little duo, kind of like me and Dee, but Bella's my shooter, and I'm the point guard, so that kind of just goes hand in hand, but I'm going to miss her because she's leaving. Dylan, that's my girl. I can go to her about anything, but she's leaving too. But she's a softball player, so she's going to Stetson for softball. So can't wait to watch her just do her thing with that. Kristen's a new one that we got. She came from West Virginia. She's definitely a dog. Like, we needed that hustle player, and she definitely brings it out of us. Like, she gets us going some games when she wants to get on the floor and dive for balls and stuff like that, and do the dirty things that not many players want to do. So it's good having her. Adora, we got Adora. She was on JV last year, but she's been stepping up big time. She's related to Nomni. He played for Charlotte on the varsity team, and he did good things. But she's a big, and she's going to come in, and she has high standards for herself. But yeah, she's been doing her thing at practice, and I'm definitely excited to see what she can offer to the team. Adriana, it's pretty rare that a freshman gonna make varsity their first year of basketball, but she was one of them who made varsity, like myself. So she's a really talented player. She's pretty strong and stuff, and she definitely offers a lot for our team. But she's also been, I've seen like tremendous improvement from her throughout the years, and I think this next year is going to be a big one for her, especially because she's probably going to become a starter and like get her name out there more instead of like just hiding behind people. But she's definitely going to be one to watch this year and next year because she's a year younger than me. I don't think any teams in this area can compete with us. Like, the teams that were in our county before, nah. And then I feel like a lot of people slept on us low-key, like counting us out of big games, like against Fort Myers and Braden River and stuff like that. And then, like, with the Braden River situation, when Mari was out, and people were, like, telling us that we only won because she was out hurt or whatever, and then we beat them again, and they still kind of didn't want to give us our props because she was hurt or wasn't 100%. And then same with Fort Myers, like, a lot of people were betting against us, and we're just always the underdogs. Like, in this area, the teams here aren't really as talented as the teams that are near Tampa and more north, but yeah, this area we definitely kill, and then even outside of our area, I feel like we can compete whenever we need to. Like the Final Four game when we went to states and stuff like that, that was a really good game against a really good team who ended up winning the state championship. And with the matter of like changing up a couple of plays, like we could have been that team that won the ring and stuff like that. So like I feel like we can compete with whoever, and then people should just stop sleeping on us, because when you do that, it just makes us come back even stronger. So it's cool.
Chloe, I might dunk today.
Ooh.
I need a run. Give me 10. Do y'all shoot? No? Legs. Taqueria. Oh. Gotta get it up. Gotta get it up. Gotta get it up. Good shot, Kiri. Oh, cash. Who's jumping, Adora? Get up. Y'all should let me jump. Kiri, go right there. Go. My bad. Over the top too. Oh shit! My bad, Adora. My bad. My bad. My bad. Shit came off. Like basically, I kind of like moved around everywhere. I like didn't really have like a solid home that I stayed at. But I feel like the most like environmental, family oriented place and community that I stayed at was definitely like this house right here. You got to pull up on it. This one. Like I had friends on like each corner, and we'd always be out like late playing basketball and stuff like that. And like my parents would just tell us like we had to be home before the street lights turned on. When are you gonna get out? Of advice to anybody, it's just like be true to yourself and like don't let anybody tell you like what you can accomplish and what you can't, because at the end of the day the person in charge of it is you, and you control what you go out and do every day and your work ethic and how much work you put into something that really motivates you and what you have motivation for. But I did some stuff out here that I definitely wouldn't do now, especially being older. Like we used to be out here just playing around and doing stupid stuff, like when the trains would come and like jumping in front and stuff like that, and trying to catch the back of trains and stuff like that. But yeah, me and my friends just had a lot of fun here, just memories that I won't forget. And honestly, it takes like a lot of people that you run into in life definitely shape you to be who you are in certain experiences. So like, I'm just thankful for little moments like this that I can look back and just appreciate. I've definitely had a lot of coaches over all my years of playing basketball, but for sure it definitely started around Wolfpack. Like my dad has always kind of been my coach like throughout my life and growing up with flag football and all the sports that I've been in. So he's definitely a big part of like making me who I am. My cousin Chelsea, she moved down from Georgia actually, and she started coaching with Wolfpack with my dad. And she definitely still, she's like a huge mentor in my life, and she helps me through a lot that people don't know about. And Coach Travis, he was also one of my friends' dads. He coached too with Wolfpack. And those three were kind of like the first coaches that I've actually experienced on a level of like competitive basketball. And then Coach Chris and Coach Matt, those are my high school coaches, my first freshman and sophomore year. They started, once they got the job at Charlotte for girls basketball, they started coming around us because they knew we were like the incoming talent that was going to be at Charlotte High. So we just got familiar with them, and they've been great. Like they've definitely been on my side through a lot, and like definitely appreciate them. Coach Kenny too. He's been huge with me. He's definitely someone I can go and talk to whenever I need anything and stuff like that. This year I'm playing with Dupree, with Coach Jarrett and Coach Aaliyah. They're definitely helping me and getting me the exposure that I need, so I'm very grateful for them. Coach Ed has also helped me a lot with recruiting, so my first offer kind of really came from Coach Ed, so I appreciate him a lot for helping me get the exposure that I should have had.
Hey bro, how far can that mic hear?
They can hear you. Say something. I need to run.
What? Why is there?
Don't get whoa. Don't get what? I'll get ball. That was a travel. I got seriously. Oh, yeah. Don't miss. I have this. Oh. Yes, sir. Let's finish here. Come here. Shoot it. Yes, ma'am. Grab it. Yo. Keep going, Sarah. Inside. Get it! Good finish. Go! Good shit. Knock this down, bro. Travel? Oh my god. Damn. Yo.
Hello.
What you doing?
Yo. Nothing. Why?
Cause I'm like filming something with Carlos right now. A day in the life. He's recording, by the way.
Oh,
Say what's up.
like our call?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Ready for what? Talk about
This is not a good time for me to be doing this, Ari.
Addison. Listen. Just
Ari, this is not a good time.
well, it's a great
This is not
time.
a
Just talk about like me and like what I bring to a team and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mizzou commit 5-star right here. Instagram famous. All right, you can go ahead and say what you want to say.
That's my dog, and she's one of the best point guards I've ever played with.
You made it sound so robotic, bro.
Bro, I told you this is not a good time.
I'm definitely super blessed to have the support system that I've had over the years of me becoming who I am. A lot of people like get to a big time spot and kind of forget who helped you get there, but I definitely don't do that. My family, like my mom and dad, have been in my corner no matter what. No matter how people doubted me or whatever, or talked like stuff about me, they were always like in my corner and always ready to back me up. My grandma has also been a huge supporter of me, and so just coming to games and just always being there and supporting me, I think it meant a lot. And it kind of just like having a support system definitely helps you out a lot as a player. And just like the community, we all like this area kind of is just like one big family, so like everyone knows who I am and just shows love. It's definitely unseen, but it definitely means a lot to me. Yeah, my mom and dad and my brother. My brother's like the one person I can go to no matter what. If my confidence is low, if the pressure's on me and I don't know and I'm just anxious for games and stuff like that, he's definitely like my go-to because he's been in similar situations as me. So I definitely love talking to my brother. And same with my dad. He's been through this experience and stuff, being a star athlete that he was. My little brother, he's just always my supporter. Like, he's definitely the one that's cheering the loudest in the crowd. So definitely appreciate him, even though I'd never tell him that.
I met Ari through basketball, statting for her games, and we became close throughout the season. We both are really goofy together whenever we are together, and she's like probably the one friend that I feel is the realest on my side, and I hope to make a lot more memories with her.
I'm Coach Kenny Brewer, assistant coach from the Charlotte Tarpons. I've had the privilege of coaching Ari for about 3 years now since she came in as a freshman. Came up through one of our AAU programs with Coach Matt, Coach Chelsea, and actually her father who coached her. They did an amazing job with her, and then kind of turned her over to us to trust us to help her get to the next level. She's been an amazing player all the way around. She's the type of person that leads by example, motivates her team. She's a great basketball player as an individual as well. She's able to score at all 3 levels. She's able to get to the rim, and biggest thing is like she's a pass first true point guard. She could care less about scoring. She loves getting her teammates open looks. She loves creating that space and drawing the defense so that she can dish it off to her bigs, to her shooters. She just creates, and not too many people I've seen are able to keep her in front, which makes it a problem. Off the court, I mean, she's a great kid. She's, somebody who, again, leads by example like she does on the court. She's never in trouble. She goes to a collegiate school program where she's getting pretty much all college credits. She's never in trouble. She's always, cordial to people, respectful, outgoing. People just love her. That whole Hicks family, they brought up some kids that are just amazing people, and she falls right into that category. So it's just been a blessing to have her in our program, to use her as an example of, a good citizen, a good player, a good student. And so, it's been really good, and the future for her is huge. She's focused on school, but she loves to hoop. So that combination in college, I mean, she's got a motor, she's smart. Anybody who gets her at the next level is getting a blessing just like we had.
I'm doing all right. I just need to get more aggressive and knock down shots. My shots have been off, but we're getting the job done, and we're undefeated right now, so that's good. And we're about to play Lady Elite again in the championship, and they got a couple new add-ons that are really good, so we just got to lock in so we can win the ring.
My sister, when it comes to sports, she doesn't really back down to anybody. I look onto her like she inspires me on the court, but also off the court. She gets good grades in school, and she's like a good influence on me, and I'm trying to look up forward to her and having good sports and getting good grades in school. But when it comes to a big game, she doesn't look at it to be her last game. And if she loses, she'll always come back harder. She doesn't really back down to anything. She's really strong, and she's not afraid to talk smack and stuff like that. Yeah, and she can take it to the hole too when she wants to.
Hello, I'm Alpha. I'm Ariana's mom. I mean, we should have known. Dad and I should have known she was going to be a hooper. If you're an MJ fan, Ari was born on February 17th. I mean, Michael Jordan's birthday, and she takes pride in that because, I mean, I know it's not her generation, but she likes her some Jordan. And, I mean, if you're into numbers and everything, I was 23 when I had her. So to me, I'm like, it's a universe. It's a universe talking and telling me, that's your baby girl, but she's a hooper. I mean, not going to lie. We had our boy, and he was our little football player. So when you think, you find out you're having a girl, you're pregnant, and I envisioned, the usual things, pink bows, sparkly leotards, all that glitz and glam. But no, that girl's something special. I did have her in dance for, I think, a month. She lasted a month. And it's my favorite story to tell because she was good at it. I mean, I think whatever you put Ari in, she'll take off. But I bought her the leotards, the ballet slippers, and all that. And she was 5 years old, and she definitely looked the part. You put her the cute little hair bun on her. She was long and slender, and she was only in the class for 4 weeks, maybe twice a week. And even the teacher complimented her every time. But every time I took her to dance class, there was no smile, there was no enthusiasm out of her. And to me, it did bother me, but I knew, you know, like, as a mom, I had my little athlete in my son, but with my daughter, I was like, I visioned her. You have these dreams for your kids. The teacher even said, you know, God, she's so good. I might move her up to another class. I might move her up to the older class because, I mean, she caught on very well. Like, you know, she was very flexible and, you know, just listened and caught on. But Dad took her to a class and, you know, Dad saw just like how she wasn't enjoying it. So Dad was like, she doesn't want to dance. So I was like, all right, what does she want to do? And then so she tried everything. She did soccer. She was good at soccer. Girl was good, fast on her feet. But she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to return to soccer. But then she did flag football, and she was very good at that. Like she saw the field. She was fast. She honestly, like, sometimes we talk about it now. I think having her in flag football, it might have helped her with her vision on the court because mentally she's game strong. Like, she's good with the ball. She's a handler, but her mental awareness is there, and she like sees everything before. So I feel like she's able to interpret, like, what am I going to do? What can I do? Like, all the options she can do, and she executes it. So I'm telling you what, like, I'm not going to say I'm heartbroken because what she is, like, she made me a basketball fan. I cheered at basketball in high school. Like, I grew up around it, but I didn't really enjoy it. So I actually saw her thrive with it. And you couldn't tell me. Like, I remember when she first started, when Dad created Make It Count Sports, because he knew he had something with her and her friends and her group. And he created the Wolfpack with Make It Count Sports. Like, it really took off. But, like, I didn't even know what box out meant. Like, I remember sitting with the parents and they were like, box out, box out. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, but now, like, I hear myself yelling it and, you know, even expecting her to. But no, yeah, she's something special. So, I mean, I can talk about everything with her. Of course, I'm mom, but like when your little girl tells you, or when even your children tell you what their passions are, they'll show you. They'll tell you what they want to do, and you just support it and let it go, and you just watch it evolve around there. So the universe works in that way. And I mean, it might be corny. It might sound corny. I mean, yes, I'm an MJ fan. You might not be, but she was born on one of the greatest birthdays, and I was 23. So to me, I was like, it's destiny. So when I think about her and her future, like, I just want her to continue doing her and being loyal to her. You know, she's very good at math. She's always been good at engineering. Like, she never played with dolls. I mean, we would buy her, you know, I think her Cabbage Patch doll that she got on Christmas is still in the box when she was a baby. Like, she still has it in a box. So that may be worth, you know, money someday, you know, so if we can sell it on eBay or something. But she wasn't doll players, but like any of like electronic stuff, when she was done playing with it, she would dissect it. So I feel like, you know, whatever she does, I hope she continues to be loyal to herself, because I feel like she'll just do very well. She's always been a good student. Like, I never had to worry about her. She's gonna be okay.
I'm Elgin Hicks. Ariana's my daughter. Man, it's just been a pleasure. You know, everything started playing flag football. Seeing her playing flag football against some of the boys and some of the things that she did, it was crazy, you know. I think at the point maybe in 4th or 5th grade, we just made a decision with her, you know, that flag football is going to take you so far, but you need to pick up another sport that you can play in high school. And man, to see the determination on that girl with a basketball, man, it took about 3 to 4 months for us to start playing one-on-one. You know, I would make her go out there and dribble with her left hand, and I'd go out there and practice with her for a day, or maybe 1 or 2 minutes. She'd dribble with her right hand on her left side, and I'd steal it or pack it, and I'd tell her she wasn't ready and throw the ball. And she'd go out there and she'd get in the lab and just work. And then I went out there one day, man, and what you see now is what we got. And she kind of a product of her own imagination. She's one of those girls that, man, I've never had to check on her grades. I've never had to check on anything. I've never had to get on her about being, you know, bad in school. It's just she knows what she wants, and she goes and gets it. She's real determined. And just seeing, you know, when we first took our first travel ball experience, just seeing the struggles the first couple of days, and seeing the adjustments that she made, and by the end of the summer, she was already up on that level and ready to play, you know. And it was something that was special, because she kind of reminded me of myself, man, that, you know, we get out there and play sports growing up, And even PE or at the rec center, no matter what it was, if it was, you know, football, basketball, kickball, baseball, you just always excelled in it. So to see her kind of do the same thing, and some of the things that she did, the mannerisms, it was kind of like watching myself, you know. So it's been a pleasure just seeing her from the flag football to running track to just finding her own, you know, being the shortest thing on the court, from everybody telling her she wasn't gonna manage to be anything just because she was so small, and getting a growth spurt and just continuing to just progress. And, you know, the grades, like I said, we've never had to say anything about that. It's kind of like, you know, the child that you don't really have to monitor, man. And it's kind of been crazy. And we get to this point now to where she's going to be a senior. And you just watch from where she is now to where we've come from, and, you know, the first AAU games, and just seeing us get just waxed and just kind of, you know, mercy ruled all the time, to the progress we're at right now. And you see the team that, you know, they made it to the Final Four. So just seeing all the progression, and you know where it kind of starts with, you know, Wolfpack and just the girls' friendship and bonds, and some of the things you get when you're in a small town. They just kind of stayed together, and they stuck the course. They didn't always know the process, but they stayed to the process. They trusted us with all the practices and all the things that we've done, man. And just to see them right now, these girls out here balling, you know, and to think from the beginning, they couldn't even dribble up and down the court and make a layup. So just seeing that, man, it just shows you that, you know, practice and determination, and when you want greatness and you want success, that there's no limit, there's no boundaries. You just got to push at it. And I think at the end of the day, even if it doesn't, you know, end up being, I guess, like everybody says now, the D1 success or this success, just being the ranked #1 in your class and all the other stuff, it doesn't come to that. You just have a good life. You have a good childhood. You have friends. You have a bond that you can kind of take with you forever. And I think that's what you know, Wolfpack and the things that we've done has created. These girls have really bought in, and they're really playing some basketball right now, and it's exciting to see. It's kind of, you know, gratifying just to see that all the practices and all the work and all the things that you've done in and out the summer, in and out the gyms, in and out the hot sun, that they kind of stuck with it, and it's all paying off now. So it's definitely exciting just to see that, man.
Yo, she might be the best guard in the state of Florida. You heard it from me first, the man behind the camera. I'm biased as hell, so it's like I can say whatever I want to say. It's my video, so you feel me? She is the best guard in Florida in my eyes, 2022. You hear me? She's the best. Oh, that's the best backcourt in Florida. The best backcourt in Florida, bro. You hear me? You heard it from me first, man.
All right, I'm mic'd up. Tip off. Here we go. Ariana Hicks has the ball. Coming down the court. Passing it around. Adora puts the basket up for 2. They go for 3. D gets the rebound, dribbling down the court. Fast break. Good take. Good for the basket. Wolfpack up 40. Ari gets the rebound. She's dribbling down the court on a fast break. Takiria Thomas shoots the ball, misses. They get the rebound. They're dribbling on the court. Fast break. Ari gets a steal, going down the court, passes it.
Walk up! Walk up! Walk up! Walk up! Walk up! Walk up!
They make a basket. Wolfpack 4. Ari gets the ball, dribbling at the top, making a move, going to the basket, going up for the floater, and she makes it in. Ari gets the ball, dribbling down the court. Gets the ball down. Kira's dribbling it. Dee has the ball at the top, drives in with the finish with the layup, and it's good. And they pass it in. Ari's at the top, dribbling, passes it to Dee. Dee shoots the ball. She makes it in. Wolfpack 15 gets the ball. Dee's at the top dribbling. Maddie sets a screen for Dee. Dee in, and she makes it in. Dee gets it and one. Dee has a chance to go for a 3-point play. Wolfpack currently has 19.
Dang, we lost. It's not funny, don't laugh. Serious. Ready when I am? I mean, we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, and that kind of sucks a little bit, but I think we played good together, and it was good getting back with Wolfpack and just playing with them and stuff. But we're just going to get back in the lab and start working even more. I think, like, about the game, I think we just weren't hitting shots. We weren't really hustling as much as we could have throughout the game. And, like, we just had to play like a team. I don't think we really played like a team and had the energy and family-like bond that we usually have that separates us from every team. But, yeah, we're just going to get in the lab and work harder and come get it next time.